you've spoken a little bit about not using any kind of hormonal contraception and your
Mm-hmm.
interest in having a natural birth. How has really being in tune to your own body and having these natural experiences, what has drawn you to that as opposed to a lot of modern methods?
What brought me to that? Oh,
What has drawn you? Do you
mm,
understand what I mean?
yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
wanting to track your own cycle and all those.
yeah. It's a good question. I'm not sure I can answer it actually. Um, I was I grew up feeling misunderstood, and I'm quite sensitive, and I never lost that connection to myself of my sensitivity. But I was brought up um by parents that always messaged me. I mean, gave me the message that being sensitive was a weakness, and that I had to like toughen up. And I was very depressed growing up. Like high school was a long nightmare, and then like at after high school, I started university, and I could not. I was already so disconnected, and I feel like school and education played quite a part um, in that disconnection. And also, there was a lot of um, negative um, relationship between my parents at the time at home, and so I was very depressed, and I reached a point where I thought to myself, it's either I change now or I'm gonna die or I'm gonna break. And then it's like depression, I think, that really started something new in choosing that I wanted to change. And I decided to quit taking the pill that I had been for so long, and I realized that I didn't have my periods for, I don't know, almost 2 years after that. And the absence of my periods was a big, oh wow. um, there is something that's like broken or that's like dysregulated. And then I started looking for, I thought, okay, all the doctors and all the education and all the philosophies that I've received up to this point are not helping me and are not satisfying me and not making me happy. So I'm gonna go and start looking for something else. And I think that because I grew up in the era of internet and being able to look for information so easily and then finding answers so easily as well, I I discovered like a whole new world of, yeah, of doing things. And there were a few people that I met on that path that really provided me with great information and guidance.